Hello, in this video I'll demonstrate to you how to use and apply the mixer brush tool when it comes to Photoshop. So in case you have had issues regarding using the mixer brush tool for skin retouching, I'll try to address most of those issues, if not all of those issues, when it comes to skin retouching and using the mixer brush tool in general. So before you understand how to use the mixer brush tool, you have to understand how frequency separation basically works. Remember, frequency separation is going to divide this very image into the colors and textures. So we first of all want to understand the basics for retaining nice and original skin details in our photo before we can apply the mixer brush tool. So just come the background image and create two copies right here. So drag and drop on the new layer icon, and you can name this to color, double click, rename this, and you can as well double click, rename this to texture. So I'm assuming that you guys understand how to do this. I'm just going to come the color layer, select it, turn off the texture layer, come to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur, take the radius slider all the way down and click on the skin area that has more skin details and blur those details. So click and drag that forward. So the point here, in case you want to retain better skin textures that look natural and realistic, you have to stop at the point whereby you are just starting to lose out on the skin details. So click and hold down and release the left click button to see the effect in real time. So click and drag. So you basically have to stop at that point whereby the textures are just starting to disappear from your image. So at about 6, that is when I'm just starting to lose out on the skin textures in this kind of image. So depending on the image that you're trying to work on, so this is the most important step in case you want to retain or have the best kind of skin details. So when you mess up with this step, it means even applying the mixer brush tool will not help you get the best result. So you have to be very keen on this very step. I'll just come and click OK, select the texture layer, turn it on, and simply come to image, apply image. The source is the name of the image. Under layer, select color layer. Blending, we're going to use subtract. Scale is 2, offset 128. Click OK, change the blend mode from normal and change it all the way down to linear light. Select both layers and we're going to put these two in a group. So I'm just going to undo. So put them in a group. So after that, you can rename this to frequency separation. So for this, let me first of all demonstrate for you how to use and apply the mixer brush tool. And before we can go into that, I'll first of all show you the right way to move the mixer brush tool. So in case you're to analyze, I'm just going to use this for demonstration purposes. So if you are to analyze this very image, in this case, you can see that we have different skin color transitions. You can see that we have a dark color right there. We have a bright color here. Then we have a dark color here and we have a bright tone there. Then we have some medium colors here. But within these colors, we have other random colors. So how to apply the mixer brush tool? We basically want to blend the colors within the majority of this area to be the same color, and also blend this color so that it can have basically the same color. And in the middle area where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, we shall get a very small brush and blend between those areas. So the other thing is, as you're applying the mixer brush tool, we have to take into consideration the shape of a given area or the direction of a given area. So you can see for the cheek area, it is moving in this kind of direction. You can see it is moving in this kind of direction. So it means that we have to move the mixer brush tool in this kind of direction to keep and maintain the original shape of the model's face. So you can see for the forehead area, we have to move it in this kind of direction. You can see this direction. So you have to move it in that kind of direction to maintain that. And you can see this area is moving in this direction. So we have to as well move the brush in this kind of direction. We don't move the brush. Let me show you the don'ts. Don't move the brush in the opposite direction. This one, no, you shouldn't move it in this direction. You have to follow the yellow direction or how a given area is shaped. So after understanding how or the direction, that you can use and identifying the colors, it is time to get into the process of applying the Mr. Brush tool and setting it right so that you can apply it on this very image. So I'll just delete that layer that I was just using for demonstration. So I'll just come to the frequency separation group and open it. So after opening up the frequency separation group, remember to use the Mr. Brush tool, we apply it on the color layer, because when you're trying to mix, we are working or dealing with the colors or the skin tones of the subject. So just come to the color layer and make sure it is selected within the frequency separation group. So after that, we're just going to come to the brushes and select the Mr. Brush tool. And in case you can't locate the Mr. Brush tool under the brushes, you can locate the Mr. Brush tool down here. So for every tool you select within Photoshop, the settings are always going to display above here. So for the settings of our Mr. Brush tool, in order to have perfect results, you are basically going to come and make sure the hardness set to 0%, soft round brush is selected, and make sure clean brush is selected because we want the brush to be clean. Remember, as we're dealing with different colors on the skin, we don't want the brush to carry the previous color from one area to another. That is why we have to make sure that the brush is always cleaned up automatically by Photoshop. Then we have these two options right here. One is load brush after each stroke. Then the second one is clean brush after each stroke. So we just want Photoshop to automatically clean the brush after each and every stroke. So Photoshop is going to automatically clean brush. So when you're done blending, for example, this area, and we want to move on a new area, Photoshop is going to automatically clean the brush for us. That is why we have to select clean brush and also select this second option, that is clean brush after each stroke. We are basically going to be using a weight of 9% because the reason for choosing 9% is because we don't want the brush to be too wet, because that is going to cause a little bit of color spill. We just want the brush to be slightly loaded but not fully loaded. That is why we are going to be using a load of 75%. Then for the blending process, we don't want to be fully blending the colors. We just want to leave a little bit of gap between the blending process so it can look natural and realistic. That is why we have to use a mix of 90% and flow of 100% so that we don't take a lot of time trying to blend the skin. So for the settings, the weight is 9%, load 75%, the mix is 90%, and the flow is 100%. Then make sure sample all layers is not turned on, because when you accidentally leave this turned on and you start painting over the skin, you can set it. Sometimes it is actually going to be creating or painting back textures in the color layer which you don't want. So make sure sample all layers is not checked or turned on. So after doing that, the next step is going to be to apply the Mr. Brush tool. So remember, you select the color layer that is going to be the layer on which you want to blend the skin color, because the color layer contains the skin tones or the colors. And the purpose of the Mr. Brush tool is we want to work with or deal with the colors in the image. So after that, we're just going to come to the texture layer and turn it off. The reason for turning off the texture layer is because we don't want any kind of distraction as you're trying to blend the skin color transitions. And the other thing you have to do whenever you're using the Mr. Brush tool for close-up images, always edit them at a distance. So make sure that you zoom out. So I'm just going to press Command 0. You can use Command minus to zoom out and Command plus to zoom in. Control plus for people using Mac. So make sure you retouch at a distance. So this is very reasonable because at a distance you can identify the areas that have an even skin tone transition. So make sure color layer is selected, the texture layer is turned on. So for the next step, we just want to start applying the Mr. Brush tool. Like I showed you, we have to move it in a given direction, but we have to as well make sure that the size is small enough to blend a given color in a given area. To increase or reduce on the size of the Mr. Brush tool, we can use the open and close square bracket keys on the keyboard to increase or reduce on the size of the Mr. Brush tool in this case. So how are we going to do that? You can use the open square bracket keys on the keyboard and the close square bracket key on the keyboard. So The open one is going to reduce on the size of the brush, and the close square bracket key on the keyboard is going to increase on the size of the Mr. Brush tool. So how are we going to apply the Mr. Brush tool? For people using a mouse or trackpad, simply click and hold down and you move the brush in a given direction. So click and hold down and you move to blend a given color in a given area, just like that. You can see we have simply blended that area on the forehead area, and that color has now been blended quite well. So when it comes to this highlight, simply release the click button and click once again to blend that highlight. So you can see how simple it is to blend the tones in the skin area. So when it comes to this area, just click once again and blend on a new color. So for every new area that you're trying to work on, you click and you blend on a new area. So you can see that we have this line here. So blend it like that by using a very tiny or small brush to blend the transition, or where the colors are transitioning from one color to another. So this is what we have to do for the rest of the skin. So you can see the cheek area is moving in this direction. Like I said, follow the direction of or the shape of a given area. You can see I'll blend this dark tone like that on the cheek because the cheek is moving in the same direction. So I'll basically do the same for that. Reduce on the size and also blend the highlight and also blend the mid-tone. And where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, just get a very small brush and blend that bordering line. So that is what you have to do for the rest of the skin color or the skin tones of the subject. So I'm just going to quickly do this. You can see for the chin, we have to follow that direction. So you can see as you're using this, the skin is going to look a little bit plastic, but the colors are going to be blending quite well or even better. So for purposes of seeing results, just come and turn on the texture layer and you can see the textures are still left intact within the image, but we have blended the colors. You can see the before, after, before, after, before, after. So work on the rest of the skin to have more perfect results. So this is how you can simply understand how to use and apply the Mr. Brush tool when it comes to Photoshop to have better results. I hope I've been able to explain everything in depth. And by the way, in case the Mr. Brush tool is showing a plus icon, simply deactivate the caps lock key on the keyboard to have it looking circular or having this shape of the brush that is circle in nature. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this video. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have been watching and you are not a subscriber to this channel. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.